Hey beautiful people, and happy solstice to you. Of course we are still in that window. I did my workshop last night, but the actual main alignment itself was around 3 o'clock in the morning this morning, and I always think of the kind of solstice alignment as sort of starting 36 hours or so before the main alignment and ending 36 hours after, because the light of course comes in for a much greater period. In reality it's even longer than that, but that's where I feel like the energy kind of really peaks. And I hope you guys are flowing with it. It's been very intense but very beautiful at the same time. I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone that joined for the workshop last night. It was truly an incredible experience, one that I shall always remember. It was so beautiful and such an honour to be a part of that. So thank you for joining me. I wanted to share a video briefly today, just to share a message from Merlin. He stepped through to me yesterday when I was preparing with the workshop with a bit more information and some guidance for another workshop which I'm going to be running in a couple of weeks. I wanted to share with you what he had to say. Dearest souls, as the energetic climax dissipates after the homecoming of our dear planet, we enter a time of deep integration, thrice as a planet, a people and a society. Change of this level requires time to properly fall into alignment. This is particularly true of your new and heightened energetic state. You have reached a new vibration that could not be maintained until this time, and as such, the bodies need to find its new equilibrium. Within your systems, both physical and energetic, are pathways of flow. When entering the bodies from any source, light uses these pathways to navigate through your systems. These pathways may take time to adjust to the new source of light, which may temporarily lead to a manifestation in the physical, such as tiredness or pains. I'm here to offer my assistance in this regard. This work will be formed twofold. First, to enhance that great cord through which all light flows, allowing it to receive the highest light available to us. Secondly, as discussed, to optimize the flow once the light enters your energetic systems to ensure it is integrated as smoothly as possible. My goal is to assist you feel more comfortable within your new body of light. Yours in divine reverence, Master Merlin. This is a really interesting message, and the solstice brings a lot of this about. Really, every time we have a solstice, it kind of feels like we end one cycle and we begin a new one. And yes, absolutely, the planet reached that amazing ascension, but now we have to integrate this new energy. We have to begin to work through this, and whether you took part in the workshop or not, the goal of the work that we did in the workshop, particularly with our own physical bodies, was to help anchor this light in at the highest possible level. But everybody has gone through some level of shift. Whether you were actively working on it or not, it just goes much deeper and more powerful if you do consciously do the work. But we've all been through some kind of shift. We are all standing with our feet on a planet that's vibrating at the 6th dimensional frequency now. And as such, we're drawing light in from her. We're also receiving much higher frequency light at the moment. And this all comes into our bodies, and we have to integrate it in some way. This is why so many of us have problems with our nervous system when there's particular high energies and stuff like that, because it is about how our bodies receive this energy. And he's speaking of these pathways, he calls them. And basically it's like it's similar in a concept to if you ever had acupuncture or anything like that. We have the meridians, which is about the flow of energy through your body. It's similar in a way to that, but it's about pathways of light. And it's about how the light transfers around the system once it enters into us. And of course, these have previously been calibrated to operate with 5th dimensional light. Now we're talking about 6th dimensional light. And it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to that. And this is what he is offering his assistance with, to help us to upgrade that system much quicker so that we can kind of flow smoothly with the transition. You know, he speaks of, as he said, it may take time to adjust to the new source of light, which may temporarily lead to manifestation in the physical, such as tiredness and pains. So I can't speak, unfortunately, to how long that temporarily may be, but it will take a little while for us to integrate this, to get used to this. And what he's saying is that he can ease that flow. And the other thing that is interesting that he speaks of, he says the work will be formed twofold. First, to enhance that great cord through which all light flows, allowing us to receive the highest light available to us. He's of course talking about our Antakarana bridge, the golden thread of light that connects us back to source. And this is primarily how we receive our light, really, that comes into us through this cord. And by expanding it, it allows more light to flow. And this is something, again, to a certain extent, we do as a natural process throughout our ascension. When we're actively working, you know, and have been doing so for a number of years, we kind of widened it much further than it would have been at the start of our journey. But he is discussing making alterations to that as well in order to assist it with the flow of this new incredibly high frequency light that we're working with. And overall he says at the end, his goal is to assist you to feel more comfortable within your new body of light. Of course, it's very, very early days with all this. We don't know quite what to expect yet. No one on earth has ever been through what we have just been through. It's a truly momentous occasion. So I can't speak as to, you know, how long the integration is going to take, but if he is offering up his service to assist us with it in this regard, then it must be worthwhile work doing. So of course I've agreed to help Merlin, to work with him to deliver this in a workshop, which I've booked for the 4th of July, which is 2 weeks yesterday. Just to work with him, to, as he's discussed, really, to work to expand that Antakarana bridge and to work to upgrade the pathways within our systems to handle this new level of light and ease the integration symptoms. If that's something that you feel like joining me for, I would absolutely love to share it with you. So say it's the 4th of July, and I will pop the link down in the description below if you fancy checking it out. I really look forward to seeing some of you there and sending lots of love. Bye bye.